So, left Düsseldorf this morning, boot up to Oosterbeek in Netherlands. Just been to an amazing museum. I recommend it. I'll tell you what, well, I forgot the name of it already, but we'll let you know later. But to top it all off, the most exciting bit of this morning is being able to put my little Netherlands sticker in my back box. That's how sad I am. But one more country that the bike's been to. There we go. Love it.
Good morning all. Did you enjoy yesterday? We did. What amazing roads, eh? Alright, fair enough, like through Luxembourg and Belgium, sorry, some of the roads are a bit rough and ready. But as soon as we hit Germany, wow, they know how to make a road. And I think they purposely make roads for motorbikers. Me and Kingy were saying that while we was riding along yesterday. So we're down here now, grabbing a little bit of breakfast. The plan for today is to scoff down breakfast, get the motorbikes out of the garage, fill them up with fuel because we both need some fuel, and then we are heading north to Holland. A couple little stopovers. Fancy a museum up there, visit Arnhem Bridge, some places of interest, and eventually tonight we will be in Breda for another hotel, and then that is a full last day because tomorrow we go home back to the UK. A nice whirlwind trip like me and Kingy love to do, try and squeeze in as much as possible in as short a time as possible. Well look, I'm going to finish this, have some drink, have some coffee, and then we will hit the road. Hope you enjoyed the video, keep following us, come for the ride, and we shall see you on our journey.
Down we go. Back there then. Ba 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 da ba ba.
Good morning everyone, how are we doing? Thank you for joining us again, and welcome to our last morning of our trip. Today we are setting out from our hotel here in Breda in the Netherlands, and we are heading home. So we're going to the UK today. Exciting part of the day is that we've got to go through Netherlands, Belgium, France, and then into the UK. So 4 countries in one day, which is always really exciting. The not so exciting part is it is peeing it down. So we are going to get wet. But Kingy did say the other night, what better day to get an absolute soaking than the last day, because actually when you're on your way home, it's a lot easier to deal with all your wet gear than when you're trying to bounce around hotels, right? So yeah, come along for the ride, enjoy the weather with us, and we will catch up probably on the ferry. Then after the ferry, we hit the UK roads, and me and Kingy go our separate ways. So look, again, thank you for joining us, and enjoy the ride.
Well, good morning all, and you find me not on the lovely back roads twisties of Germany, but on the commute to work a few days after getting home from that trip. Yep, unfortunately we all have to work, well most of us do, certainly I do, to be able to afford my trips and the things I want to do. So off I go to fight the traffic and make my way into work. What a great trip it was. Great 4 days bouncing around in Europe, setting off from the UK, heading through France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Netherlands, and then back to the UK. For anyone who's interested, the round trip for us this time took us through the 6 countries, including the UK. I know it's a bit of a cheek, and it was a total of 986 miles. Very good trip, some great roads, really enjoyed the stops that we had, good fun, and yeah, and then back to UK. You would have noticed that we did very little filming on the way home. It was wet, it was rainy, it was pretty rubbish, wasn't it, right? So there weren't much for us to show. It was wet and rainy. You know what it's like to be on a motorbike when it's wet and rainy. It's not glamorous. So no filming for that. Also, we did no filming on the ferry. Normally we do, but we didn't this time. The reason for that was, unfortunately, as well as the rain, we had wind. 45 mile-an-hour winds across the channel, which meant the crossing was rough. We were rocking and rolling, and luckily, although me and Kingy don't get seasick, which is a nice thing, people around us was, it was a time just to sort of settle down, sit in, and wait to get to the UK. So that's what we did. Crossing was slow. We ended up getting an hour's delay as well once we got to Dover. we was informed that there would be approximately an hour to an hour and a half delay getting into the port. This was due to only one ferry being allowed to manoeuvre around the Port of Dover at a time because of the high winds, and it would have just been too dangerous to allow that to go on. And so we were stuck out in the channel for an extra hour, but eventually we did disembark and we got home. So I thought I'd catch up, I'll let you know why we didn't film at the end of yesterday, not yesterday, sorry, I nearly said yesterday, but a few days ago. And yeah, and thank you for watching. The best way to support the channel is to hit that like button, leave a comment, we always like the chat, subscribe if you want to see more of our videos, always go back and have a look at what we've put out before, but until next time, please keep your shiny side up, and we'll see you again soon.